Hello all, welcome back once again to mommyshravmusings, and today I'm coming up to you with the story of Shambhaji Maharaj. Especially after the film Chava got released by Vicky Kaushal, most of the people have started searching about who is Shambhaji Maharaj, what is the tyranny or what is the torture that he has gone through, what is his story and stuff like that. So some parents in my parenting community has actually asked me to do a small story about Shambhaji Maharaj in a kid-friendly manner so that they can actually pass on the important messages about who Shambhaji Maharaj is and what is his story to their children. And that is the reason why I had come up with this video today. And here is the story for you all. So let us dive into the story. We all know about Shivaji Maharaj, who he is, right? Chatrapati Shambhaji Maharaj. The moment we say about the brave king or the king who has united India at once upon a time and fought against the Mughal rule, then the first name that comes to our mind is Shivaji Maharaj. And we all know the reason why he became such a brave warrior and he is respected by everybody in the Indian subcontinent is because the way he conducted himself, the respect which is given to ladies, the way he treated all the people equally, and the way he encouraged everybody to achieve their best, and the way he has built a huge army which is filled with brave soldiers who are willing to put their lives to the risk so that they can fight with the Mughal army invasion and stop their destruction of the Hindu temples and stuff like that, right? And all this has happened because Shivaji Maharaj's mother Jijabai has actually started telling him about the importance of Hindu Sanatana Dharma and about the brave warriors from Ramayana and Mahabharata right from his childhood days. And along with the help of his mother, his Guruji Samadha Ramadas also mentioned how an ideal man should conduct himself and what is the respect that they have to give it to ladies in general, and how they cannot ill treat ladies, kids, the sages, the learned men, the people who worship who do the pujas in the temples and stuff like that. So when his moral foundation is strong, Shivaji has built on top of the strong moral foundation his skills like bravery, his political knowledge, the way he should rule his kingdom and stuff like that. So Shivaji Maharaj's first son is Shambhaji Maharaj. Shambhaji Maharaj has actually lost his mother when he is a very small kid, that is 2 years old kid. So he has gone again under the shelter of Jijabai, who is again mother to Shivaji Maharaj, right? Under the affectionate upbringing by his own grandmother Jijabai, who has actually built a very strong moral foundation to Shivaji Maharaj. Shambhaji Maharaj's moral foundation has also got built in a very strong manner, similar to that of Shivaji Maharaj. There is an interesting anecdote which I read when I was a small kid about Shivaji Maharaj and Shambhaji Maharaj. We all know about how Shivaji Maharaj was fighting with Aurangzeb for a long drawn battles in which he was waging so many wars and stuff like that, right? So when Aurangzeb was getting coronated as the Delhi Sultanate, he has invited Shivaji Maharaj to come and witness this event. Right, because Mughal army at that point of time was filled with so many people, right? Sikhs, Jats, Marathas, and even from from down south. So most of the people, all the people are there, and Marathas had a very strong ties with Sikhs and Jats. So he didn't want to basically take a big negative stance against Aurangzeb getting coronated. And it was a reconciliatory note that Aurangzeb had sent to Shivaji Maharaj to come and visit his coronation festival so that they can become friends and they can start working together. But Shivaji Maharaj actually had suspicions about this conciliatory note which Aurangzeb had sent, but still he decided to go. And in that conciliatory note, he also mentioned that Shivaji should come along with his son at that point of only one son, though he had second son with the from the second wife called Rajaram. Bhosle, but he decided to go along with Shambhaji Maharaj to Delhi to visit Aurangzeb's coronation festival. And as usual, as suspected, Aurangzeb has put both Shambhaji Maharaj and Shivaji Maharaj under the house arrest as soon as the coronation festival is over, because he doesn't want a strong enemy in Deccan. If he can stop, Aurangzeb can stop Shivaji Maharaj, then that means he can come down Deccan and he also proceed towards South India, and he can expand his Mughal kingdom throughout the India. That was his dream and vision at that point of time. So he has put Shivaji and Shambhaji together under the house arrest. Imagine a 9-year-old boy put under house arrest in a enemy's fort who doesn't know anything. So what would be passing on in the Shambhaji's young Shambhaji's mind at that point of time? If it's you in that place, you would have got scared, right? But no, not Shambhaji. Shambhaji has started stealthily sneaking out of the house to inquire what's happening in and around the Delhi at that point of time, so that he can give the in political news, all the happenings that are happening to back to Shivaji. So, with the help of Shambhaji, Shivaji has plotted the escape, the famous escape from the Agra fort at that point of time, and Shivaji and Shambhaji had escaped in hiding in the fruit baskets which Shivaji started sending to all the poor people in outside Agra fort, so that so that he can distribute them, the soldiers can distribute those fruits and other sweets to the needy people. This was the practice which Shivaji started as soon as he got house arrested, under the pretext that Samadha Ramdas, his Guruji, and other deities had told him to do this. So Aurangzeb agreed for this particular uh, action, saying, okay, fine, you go and distribute fruits and sweets. I don't have any issue. But you cannot go step out of this house, and you cannot go and meet your people. That was the condition which Aurangzeb had laid to Shivaji Maharaj. So Shivaji Maharaj started sending fruits and sweets in the form of donations to poor and needy for a period of 1 week or 10 days. And he plotted the escape route, hiding in those baskets which were carried by the people outside Agra fort, and the soldiers who were there safeguarding Shivaji, guarding Shivaji, although didn't know that Shivaji went away. And by the time they could realize that Shivaji had actually sneaked out of Agra fort, it became 1 day has already passed. And you know what happened? The twist in the tale comes because Shivaji knew that even if they change the dresses, and if they mm, mm, go both son and father travel together, it's easy for Aurangzeb to catch them. So that's the reason why he sent Shambhaji along with his trusted aides to his Pune fort, whereas Shivaji went all alone. Imagine this 9-year-old boy running away from enemies in stealth, changing his dresses, changing his attire, the way he speaks, everything to deceive people who are coming in search of him, and finally reaching safely the Pune port. That itself shows how brave and how strong-hearted young Shambhaji is at that point of time. Later, when he enters into the teenage, just like how any teenage boy will have small rifts along with his parents, similar way, even Shambhaji had the similar kind of rifts, and he was started disobeying Shivaji. So, as a strict disciplinarian and then as a strict ruler of the Maratha Empire, Shivaji had put Shambhaji under the house arrest. In the jail. So, the moment Shivaji has put Shambhaji in the jail. Shambhaji once again sneaked out of the jail because he knew now he's become an expert in the warfare, in the political games, and everything, right? He sneaked out from that jail and moved back into Delhi Sultanate. And then he started working as a chief admiral in Aurangzeb's army. But after working for a certain time, he realized that what his father started telling about Hindu Sanatan Dharma, what his grandfather told him, the moral strong foundation which his grandmom had laid down, actually started showing the true colors of the Delhi Sultanate. And that's when he came back to Pune fort to help Shivaji. But unfortunately, by that time, Shivaji Maharaj had laid down his life. Now comes the entire responsibility of the kingdom, Maratha kingdom, falls on Shambhaji Maharaj. Shambhaji Maharaj is not a small young teenage boy who can keep quiet and surrender himself to the army in Delhi Sultanate. So what he did in the span of next 8 years, he fought 18 wars. 18 wars, my dear friends. Imagine. All he has is only 20,000 brave Maratha warriors along with him. And he is being helped by also Tarabai, who is the wife of Raja Ram, Raja Ram, the second son of Shivaji Maharaj. So Raja Tarabai was holding the political administration side and taking care of the common people in the Maratha Empire and making ties with the down Deccan, that is Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and other people. Whereas Shambhaji Maharaj started fighting wars with Aurangzeb, and Aurangzeb couldn't keep quiet. He wanted to rule Deccan at any point of time. So he stopped concentrating on the northern side of India and he started moving into Deccan towards Bijapur Fort, Singhagar, and all the other areas, trying to capture Maratha Empire. And with these 20 warriors, he fought. Shambhaji Maharaj fought very brave battles, and all the warriors in his army were slaying Aurangzeb's army. Aurangzeb was having 5 lakh cavalry at that point of time. Compare the numbers of 20,000 to 5 lakh. All these people were getting laid down, killed by my brave Maratha warriors, and Aurangzeb was losing. They reached a point where there was no money left with Aurangzeb to pay for his soldiers, to have food. The royal feast, which they normally are used to feed the elephants and the horses in his army, and not even enough money to give it to his begums or the janana, which is there. You all know, right? How many ladies the Aurangzeb was having in his janana. So all those things. So he was totally became down and he doesn't have even enough penny to spend the next couple of months or 6 months or 3 months and stuff like that. So that is the time when Shambhaji got the confidence that yes, he can become the Delhi Sultanate ruler and he can actually defeat Aurangzeb completely. But there comes the twist, my dear friends. Like any other family feuds, here too the family feud started happening. His own Shambhaji's own wife's brother was being tempted by Aurangzeb, who promised that he will make uh, Shambhaji Maharaj's wife's brother as the next probable empire for Maratha Empire, provided if he can tell him where Shambhaji Maharaj is and if he can give Shambhaji Maharaj as the prisoner to Aurangzeb. As usual, this fellow has gone and surrendered, gave the whereabouts of Shambhaji Maharaj, and Shambhaji Maharaj was captured by Aurangzeb and taken back to Delhi Delhi Sultanate. At that point of time, while taking him back itself, the torture, the tyranny of Shambhaji Maharaj has started. To tell you in brief, he was basically made to tie to the camel with his legs up and head down, hanging down. He was being, then that camel walked all the way from Deccan to Delhi. Imagine how much scared the reason why Aurangzeb had done this is to ensure that people get scared that even Shambhaji Maharaj can be defeated and now Aurangzeb will be invincible and people will surrender to him. Not, but that didn't break Shambhaji Maharaj's morale or the heart. He stood really strong. And when Aurangzeb took him to Delhi Sultanate back to Delhi, he told Aurangzeb that he should be treated like a king. The prisoner, how in a war, if the king is captured, how he would be given the royal treatment, and the discussions will happen. He should stick to the war dharma and do the same, give him the similar treatment. But Aurangzeb didn't give him the similar treatment. He gave him three choices, saying like one, he needs to accept Aurangzeb as the empire, the supreme emperor of the entire India. Number two, he needs to give Maratha Empire, concede Maratha Empire to Delhi Sultanate. Number three, Shambhaji should get converted to Muslim community. Shambhaji Maharaj has not accepted to any of these three demands, but he told that he will never exceed all these demands, but he can be Aurangzeb can do whatever he wants, and then started the entire torture for 45 days, which I don't want to dwell in too deep, and I don't know how much of the gory and the real tortures actually has been shown in Chava. But if you read those stories in the books, then definitely you will go through a lot of sleepless nights, which I had in fact gone through, and that is the reason why I didn't talk about Shambhaji Maharaj in detail during my Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav story marathon as well, because I couldn't stop myself from crying. If one person can do so much, undergo so much of torture, but still which upheld for his dharma, and he was staying strong for his people. What is there in life for us? Tell me, for small things, like if parents are not giving you mobile phone, people are kids are committing suicide, or otherwise they're killing parents. This is nothing. You need to understand the amount of torture Aurangzeb has put Shambhaji Maharaj through. In fact, he didn't stop at torturing Shambhaji Maharaj alone. He even caught his wife, his son, and made them prisoners in the room opposite to Shambhaji Maharaj prison, and started torturing Shambhaji Maharaj's wife too. Can you imagine any war, wherever it is, they say that you need to respect women and you cannot torture women. But here, in this case, Mughals never showed any compassion for women. And that is the reason why most of the women from Hinduism or from any other dharma were getting scared of Muslims, and they were getting relegated more and more into the kitchen, and they were getting in, staying safe in the confines of the house instead of stepping out, as it was prior to Mughal Empire, emperor started taking over. Even then, Shambhaji Maharaj's wife didn't accept Aurangzeb's demands, and she, along with her son Sahu Maharaj, escaped from the Aurangzeb's prison and went off. Finally, after the 45th day, when Aurangzeb realized that no amount of torture can actually make Shambhaji Maharaj agree to his demands, he had killed Shambhaji Maharaj into small, and he understood that if Shambhaji Maharaj is killed and his last rites are done as per the Hindu Dharma, then there are chances that Shambhaji Maharaj will get reborn and will take the revenge on Aurangzeb. So you know what he did? He has cut Shambhaji Maharaj, whatever the pieces that are left in his body after his death. It was not a full body, my dear friends, just to give it a little bit of idea about his thing. During the torture, Shambhaji lost his ears, fingers, all the movable parts of his body. Okay. But whatever is remaining in the main body was cut to small pieces and was put into the river so that the fish can eat it. But after Aurangzeb and his soldiers left, Shambhaji Maharaj, brave Indian Maratha soldiers jumped into the river, could salvage very few parts, couple of parts in fact, but did the final rites for Shambhaji Maharaj in the way how our Indian traditional dharma says. So that is what is Shambhaji Maharaj story in detail all is about. The lessons what we need to learn as youngsters of the modern India today is that our moral foundation should become stronger by reading the ancient scriptures from Indian tradition like Ramayana, Mahabharata. There are so many He-Man, so many war heroes, so many people in Indian history that we can draw references from, and where we can learn so many life lessons which are applicable even in the modern days world today, and build up our emotional resilience and appreciate the amount of hard work which they had put in to give us this freedom today, which we are enjoying, so that we can also do our duty, respect women, respect our Sanatan Dharma, and respect the environment also at the same time. I hope you like this small effort from my end to talk about Shambhaji Maharaj. If yes, please do let me know your thoughts and comments in the down below of in this video. We'll meet you next time with another interesting video. Take care and keep smiling. Till then, bye bye.